So this is just a quick little video, page 187, just question 5 here. So logo for the zoo is shown below. So we need to reproduce this logo here, okay? So the first thing we're going to draw is we're going to draw this ellipse here for his kind of, I suppose, his mouth, right? So the full size of the major axis is 220. The full size of the minor axis is 130. So I'm going to have to halve the two of those measurements in order to draw my major circle and my minor circle. So it's going to be 220 divided by 2, which is 110. So I'm going to set that on the compass first of all. That's my 110. My major axis. And then my minor circle is going to be 130 divided by 2, which is 65. We're going to draw that in. And we're doing our minor axis. So that's my major circle, major axis, minor circle, and my minor circle drawn in there. This drawing is going to be quite big now, boys, so keep it down as close as we can to the end of the page, okay? Keep it down as close as we can down to the bottom edge of the page. So, when we have our major and minor circle, major and minor axis, next thing we need to do is we need to split this 60-30. So this is the same as what we've done all along. So we have the circle split 60-30. I write it over on this side here. From the major circle, go parallel to the minor axis. And from the minor axis, from the minor circle, sorry, the minor circle go parallel to the major axis. So from the major circle, we go parallel to the minor axis. From the minor circle, we go parallel to the major axis. From the major circle, we go parallel to the minor axis. From the minor circle, we go parallel to the major axis. From the major circle, we go parallel to the minor axis. From the minor circle, we go parallel to the major axis. From the major circle, we go parallel to the minor axis. From the minor circle, parallel to the major axis. From the major circle, we go parallel to the minor axis. From the minor circle, we go parallel to the major axis. From the major circle, we go parallel to the minor axis. From the minor circle, parallel to the major axis. From the major circle, parallel to the minor axis. From the minor circle, parallel to the major axis. From the major circle, we go parallel to the minor axis, and from the minor circle, we go parallel to the major axis. Okay? Remember that the two ends of the major axis and the two ends of the minor axis are also points on our ellipse. So we can freehand in our ellipse there then. Remember the trick for the ellipse now? So pencil here, stare at your next point. And we do that all the way around to get our ellipse shape. If you need to move around the page to get a comfortable position, that's no problem. Get a nice freehand curve on that ellipse. So that's the ellipse there done. Yeah? That's a big portion of the question done. So, next thing now, right? I'm going to draw in his nose here, so next, okay? So it's a radius 20 and it touches the top here of the minor axis. So what I'm going to do is set 20 on my compass, point here on the top of the minor axis, swing it down here just to get the center, and then I can draw in his nose. So we're setting 20 on the compass. We're putting the point of the compass up here on the top of the minor axis, swinging it down on that minor axis just there. So that now is my center point for his nose. And I can draw in my circle there then for his nose. So that's his nose now drawn in. So the next thing now I'm going to get are these 45-degree lines, okay? So they go from the top of the minor axis at a 45 degrees. Yeah, so top of the minor axis at a 45 degrees. So we're going to have to get our 45 degree set square. Top of the minor axis, which is up here. We're going 45 degrees this direction and 45 degrees in this direction. Okay, so that's our two parts there found. Top of the minor axis, 45 degrees in both directions. Okay. Next thing now we're going to draw in. So top of the minor axis, same point now again, let's top of the minor axis. There's a radius 86 for the monkey's head. Okay. So I'm going to get 86 on the compass. We'll go from the top of the minor axis here. So that's the circular part of the monkey's head. I'm going to continue this minor axis straight up to get where it hits the top of his head, which is here. And from this point now we've just found up here at the top of the monkey's head, where that center line hits it, we can go 35 degrees to the left and right, and that'll give us the center point for the eyes here. Alright, once we get those, lads, that gives us the center for the ears and everything, and the whole question is going to come together once we're able to find that. Okay, so top here now, so where I brought up the minor axis, bring that straight up. We draw in the monkey's head. We're going to get 35 degrees. So your protractor goes down like so, 0, 0 along the line, that 90 degree right in the corner where you want to measure, 35 degrees, which is there. Spin it around, 35 degrees, which is 10, 20, 35. And we can draw in those lines in with our set squares. So we're drawing that line in with our set square like that, okay? So where we've drawn that 35 and where the 45 line meet, there and there, that's our two center points for our eyes. So we need to do a radius 12 for the two smaller eyes. Twelve. We need to do 25 then for the outside of the eyes. So that's the monkey's eyes completed there now. So we've his big part there, nose, eyes, head. Now we have to do the two ears. So in order to do the two ears, we're going to bring straight across those center points we found. we're going to come straight across from the bottom of the eye. That's going to be one radius. And you come straight across here from the top of the minor axis. That's our second radius then for our ears. So we're going to come straight across. I'm just going to join this interline here in the eye. We come straight across from the bottom of the eye. Come straight across from the center of the eye. And we come straight across from the top of the minor axis. Okay? So straight across from the center of the eye, that's where I'm going to put in the compass. Straight across from the bottom of the eye, that's where I'm going to extend it to first. That's the inside ear, we'll call it. Straight across from the top of the minor axis. That's that portion of the ear there. Okay. Same thing here now on this opposite side. Straight across from the center of the eye, straight across from the bottom of his eye, straight across from the top of the minor axis. Compass goes here, extend it to down for the bottom of the eye, hits the side of his face first of all. Inside of the ear. Outside of his ear. So now he's looking a bit more real. All we've left to complete here now is his mouth, okay? So for the mouth, it gives us radius 110 from the top of the minor axis. So we're going to be going from the top of the minor axis, radius 110. These 45-degree lines then, look, they come down and they hit the major axis. So for this inside part of his mouth, it's where the 45-degree line hits the major axis. We can set that in our compass, swing that in. Then we'll just have to divide those lines, bisect those lines, and we'll be able to draw in the two ends of his mouth. So the first thing anyway is the 110 radius. So I'm going to set 110 in my compass. And it's from... So once we've done 110 set, it's going to be coming from the top of the minor axis here. Swing that in. Then where the 45-degree line we've drawn hits the major axis, which is right here, point to the compass on the top of the minor axis, and we're extending it to that point. We can swing that over to there. Okay. Over here now, I have two distances there between his mouth. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bisect that. I'm going to draw in my semicircle on this side, and then I'll have the size of it for the semicircle on the other side. So this is a bit of revision now on bisecting a line. So I need to bisect between those two arcs for his mouth I've just drawn. So to bisect the line, extend the compass more than halfway of the line, put the point of the compass on the start of the line, swing an arc on both sides of the line, keep the same distance on the compass, put the point on the end of the line, swing the arcs, you get that X shape. Then we can join in that X shape. That's that line bisected there now. So all we need to do is put this compass on the center of the line, extend that around to there. Then what we can do over on this side here is we can, rather than having to bisect this line again to make it work for ourselves, we can just get the size of the radius, step it in here from the edge. We can draw this side in then as well. So that's that question there, fully completed. Page 187, question 5.